no sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute. So where's Kellogg, huh?
You're gonna end up just as dead if you don't give me what I want.
Dead? He's dead.
I killed him myself. I don't have time for this.
And so you killed him, eh? Then what do you want with me?
You and I both know you were part of the Institute, and you escaped.
Why are you even here? What do you want?
I need whatever information you've got. Anything to help me get into the Institute.
All right, let's talk details. Have you ever seen an Institute courser?
What do you want?
Don't underestimate us again.
There, we got it! We got the code!
What the? Let's do this.
I don't think we're alone.
How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines, or setting computer terminals free, or...
Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to.
I know why you're here.
Shaun?
I'd like to discuss things with you face to face.
So many years stolen.
Who are you?
Those bastards. They took you from me.
What's going on?
Shaun, open the door.
I don't know you.
Shaun, open the door.
Father? Father, help me!
Fascinating, but disappointing.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
It's me. I am Shaun.
Bullshit.
Is it? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
They stole you. Kidnapped you.
It was necessary. What they wanted was the perfect machine.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. And you.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. But it's the only truth I can offer you.
You're lying. I know it.
Why would I lie? What matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it.
Welcome, welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
The only place I want to call home was destroyed a long time ago.
I'm truly sorry.
You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I wanted to kill the son of a bitch who murdered my wife.
Kellogg always was a cold bastard. If you ask me, we're better off without him. Does that mean you're on board?
I'm not on board with anything.
No? And yet here you are, poking around. One might find that suspicious.
Shaun, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really.
You made a child synth that looks like you. It's an abomination.
It's a synth, not a human being. A simulacrum. Try to be more open-minded. Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
It's not you. It's not even human. I could never love that.
No, perhaps not.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be up front with you.
We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future.
Stay out of my way, or you'll regret it.
That sounds a bit like a threat. Threats aren't advisable for someone in your position. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. Well, I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems.
You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Well, that's insulting.
I'm sorry. Not my intention. Let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry. I report to the director, not you.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I'm sure it's fascinating, but that's not why I'm here.
Of course, I completely understand. Before you go, at least let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. We cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Sounds like a waste of time to me. You should create something more useful.
It's just my opinion, of course, but I don't believe that every discovery needs to be useful.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
If you expect me to be impressed by a lot of fancy sci-fi gizmos, you'd be wrong.
I see. It's not just about the gizmos, as you say. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. I've dispatched a Courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
It might not want to talk. It would be safer just to kill it.
That would be a terrible waste of a valuable resource.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
You must be the Courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard.
Let's just get this over with.
Right behind you, sir. Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
Not now. We're a little busy.
I know, but it'll just take a second, and it's something you need to know. You'll need to say B592, initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
I'm not going to destroy this man's identity and free will. Killing him would be more humane.
He's not a man, sir. He's a synth. Sir, I can't force you to use the reset code, but I know it's what Father would want. I hope you'll consider that.
Gear, I'm gonna guess you two. Just like me.
That synth was a valuable piece of technology. You're going to have to explain this to Father.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
The Institute created that synth, so the Institute is responsible for what it does.
I disagree. Yes, we created the synth. But whether they intended to or not, the Railroad's agents turned it into a killer. In any case, the mission is over. While it's unfortunate that the synth was destroyed, the important thing is you could see some of the good work we do. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you.
Judging by Dr. Ao's mood, I'm guessing the retrieval mission in Libertalia didn't end well. We were really hoping you'd get that rogue synth back. Oh well. I'm sure you did your best.
We needed that rogue synth back here. I hope you'll do better next time.
Well, if it isn't our visitor from the past. Some time ago, we covertly replaced the family patriarch at Warwick Homestead with a synth. He's been field testing a variety of genetically modified seeds that I created. Take this packet of seeds to the Roger Warwick synth. Be careful with these. They represent years of genetic manipulation and enhancement. Hopefully you can manage such a simple task.
Don't patronize me, Pencil Neck.
I meant no offense, just, well, let's move on. Also, you must be discreet. Do nothing to draw attention to yourself or raise suspicion.
Didn't run into too much trouble coming out here, I hope.
Some blood bugs chased me halfway across the Commonwealth, but I made it.
Yeah, those things can be pretty territorial. Glad they didn't catch you. Since you traveled all this way, how about a quick tour? Right this way, if you please. I'll show you what we've been up to here at the Warwick Homestead. You got the seeds? Good. I'll take those. Listen, I need your help. The whole operation's in danger of being exposed.
And you need me to bail your ass out.
Hey, I'm doing the best I can, but I'm on my own up here. Now, let me give you the details. I think my foreman, Bill Sutton, suspects what I really am. He's been spying on me and having secret conversations with our farmhand, Cedric.
Jesus, what a mess. You've really screwed up.
Look, I'm on my own out here. I've got no backup and no support. I'm doing the best I can. Anyway, there's more to it. Cedric's vanished.
You have no idea where Cedric is. You're hopeless, Roger.
Of course I don't. The whole point of their plan was to keep me from finding out. But I have a feeling that someone around here does.
Hi.
Is this something important? 'Cause I'm not really in the mood for a chat right now.
Look, lady, I don't appreciate being brushed off.
Of course not. I'm sorry. I'm being rude. My husband has changed, and it's not a bad thing. He's actually a better man than he used to be. I just don't understand why.
If your husband's trying to be a better man, you should be more grateful.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Maybe people really can change for the better. You won't change Bill's mind, though. He gave Cedric a pile of caps and sent him off somewhere. I think he's trying to get outside help. They were talking about Good Neighbor?
I want to know what you and Bill Sutton are planning.
Maybe we can help each other out. If I've learned anything here, it's that information's got a price.
You made a real mess of things at Warwick Homestead. Oh yes, we know all about what happened. I told you to be discreet, and you blatantly disregarded that directive. Now what do you have to say for yourself?
I don't owe you an explanation, Doctor. You have no authority over me.
Yes, well, you should know that I'll be reporting this to Father and the rest of the directorate. Your carelessness has jeopardized months of research. The entire project will have to be suspended indefinitely, at best. In the meantime, I suggest that you think very carefully about whether you truly belong here.
But I don't care for your tone.
My tone? There's no need to take offense. As you can clearly see, I'm deeply involved in some rather complicated mental equations.
Those mental equations will get a lot tougher after I sock you in the jaw.
What? Now, just a moment. There's no need to get angry. If an apology will suffice to stem your anger, then I'll offer it. So nice talking to you. Goodbye.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I teach the guy a lesson. Make sure he never does it again.
Using physical force is never my first choice. But there are times when it becomes necessary. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
Railroad? Never heard of them.
Oh, come now. Let's not play games. I know full well they were instrumental in your reaching the Institute. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
X4.
I've been waiting for you.
Watch your tone, Synth.
Next time, move faster. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under Railroad protection. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Synths are to be returned to the Institute, not terminated.
Heads up.
Further hostilities will necessitate a response. You have been warned. Further violence against Synths will not be permitted.
Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
I made a choice. I let the synths go free.
Why? Why would you do something so stupid?
I made the call. I don't have to explain myself to you.
No, you do. You at least owe me an explanation. This was such a simple task. I just don't understand. I know you're capable of handling yourself. How can I expect you to represent the Institute if this sort of thing continues?
Let's not forget our roles here, son. At the end of the day, I'm still your father.
I am acutely aware of our positions. I am also not a child. And I have a tremendous amount of responsibility for the Institute.
So where does this leave us?
I need to be sure I can count on you going forward.
You're right. Let's just forget this ever happened.
It's not quite that simple.
Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been.
To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it?
Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Of course.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Compromises for the weak.
That is one perspective, yes. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Nuclear power? That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Not in our hands. I assure you this is the answer. This is the future. There is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that...
I'm sorry to say I am dying.
You can't be serious.
Everyone, please. I am sorry. I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
I won't try to hide my disappointment about what happened at Warwick Homestead.
I'll be honest
Clayton.
with you.
I'm glad you're here.
Disappointed in your
I'd like to
inability
conduct an
recover that rogue
experiment.
synth.
But so take whatever precautions you need.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
We've got a problem here, and to be honest, Father's never taken it as seriously as he should.
Give me the short version.
Fine. We often send synth scavenger teams to the surface. Occasionally, one of the synths will try to escape. The rate of escapes has been increasing lately, and I don't think it's just random chance.
Must be embarrassing for you.
Real leadership means taking responsibility.
If you choose to ignore this, the blame falls just as much on you for failing to address the situation.
I did some digging, and discovered that the culprit is right here.
AO and his coarser goons have already scoured my laboratory for evidence. Feel free to do the same if you think you must.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to prove that your father is helping Synths escape.
No, he's not. First that AO guy tries to accuse him, and now you.
Don't come any closer. I'm sorry that you had to find me here.
I want answers, and I want them now.
I know Liam isn't really my son, but I've come to love him as if he were. He's so smart and so kind-hearted. All he wants is for Synths to have a better life, to be free. I can't let you tell Justin that Liam is helping the Synths.
I promise not to tell Justin. I'll keep your secret.
Do not go through with this. You're risking Father's legacy.
I believe you.
You're the one helping Synths escape? Why?
So you figured it out. Nice work. Nobody else down here could. I'm not surprised it took someone from outside. At first, I just wanted to see if I could get away with it. It was a challenge, you know? But then I realized the Synths are really just like us, except without any freedom. I decided to help the ones that wanted to escape. Now that you know, you have a choice to make. You could tell Justin. But I have a proposal for you. I want to frame Justin AO.
We can't even consider that. SRB is short-handed as it is. Losing another director would be crippling.
Maybe if you offered me the right incentive.
Well, I guess I could part with my spare glasses.
Then he needs to go.
I know just what to do.
I disabled the safeguards.
Way ahead of you. I've already accessed the terminal and planted the evidence. Pretty good, huh?
It's nothing special.
Well, maybe every kid was a computer genius back in your time. I said I'd give you my spare glasses, and here they are. Thanks again for your help.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Oh man, I have one of those, but it's in my other pants.
You wouldn't recognize one if it fell on your head. That's why I'm going to retrieve it.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but I promise to stay out of your way.
No way. You're not going. You'd be a liability.
Well, that's about the most insulting thing I've heard in a while. Okay, you're on your own then. Good luck.
Goodness sake, be reasonable. I know you can hear me, now open this door. What's the use?
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as father's successor.
Oh, great. Like I don't have enough problems.
Well, I'm sorry you've been inconvenienced, but solving personnel issues is part of an administrator's job.
It's one thing to protest, but this is going way too far.
Look, I can see that you're angry, but please, talk to them before resorting to more violent measures. Just please, try to talk to them first. Use violence only as a last resort.
Aha! I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards, Impressive.
I had a more direct solution in mind.
Oh, really? Our Synth guards are programmed to attack anyone who enters here. So by all means, come and join us. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
I'm gonna make this as painful as possible. Never know what you might find.
That was unfortunate. We don't like violence here, and I fear your actions will have consequences.
Stop whining. And be grateful that I got your food supply back.
Yes, of course. Sorry if I seemed ungrateful. I'll see that the mess in hydroponics is cleaned up. I suppose I should also make the funeral arrangements.
To be frank, I don't agree with Father's decision, but I'll accept it.
Well, I see you managed on your own. I won't lie. I was a little nervous you wouldn't pull it off. Seems I needn't have worried. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go.
You wanted to see me?
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
It would have been much quicker if they hadn't gotten in the way.
Yes, they are becoming a nuisance. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
I only just got back. Now what?
I understand, but we have a problem.
I think we're being shipped.
Nice try.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
It wouldn't have been such a mess if you handled it differently.
I never claimed to be suited for field work. I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
Far as I can tell, you were only in harm's way because you screwed this up.
Look, I had the same intelligence reports as everyone else. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
What do you mean, get Wallace? You don't have him already?
I know. There's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us.
Since you're useless?
I think that's a little unfair.
I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Shut up and listen to me. But if you make this difficult, you're going to regret it.
Okay, all right. What do you want from me? Why are you here?
I can't tell you what it's about, but it's important.
Look, I'm really not comfortable with anything that's happening right now.
This is an opportunity you will never have again. Don't be stupid.
Okay, fine. I'll go.
I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. Thanks for the assist.
Oh, screw you. There are plenty of things I'd rather have done than come fix your mess.
Wow. Okay. Message received.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
Well, maybe it's because I'm the only one who seems to actually be doing anything.
Come now. Countless hours have been spent building and readying the reactor. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you. It is true. And we are your new masters. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your pathetic existences. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in your complete annihilation. Rest easy. Know that the future is out of your control, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
Hi. There.
Threat eliminated.
I still can't believe what Justin was doing. Now he's been banished and I'm in charge.
All that time, Dr. Ao was blaming me just to keep everyone's eyes off of him. The man was utterly without scruples.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
If we're going to turn this thing on, let's get to it.
Yes, I do believe it's time. My father and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. Is now truly mankind's best hope. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed.
Acting director? Ugh, I really wasn't ready for this. Guess I'll just have to make the best of it. Looks like the synth was destroyed. Guess you were too late. In any case, the mission's over. May I be the first to welcome you, sir. We're looking forward to working with you.
Don't patronize me, Doctor. I'm the one in charge here.
With all due respect, sir, if I may...
With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
So you're saying we can now wage war on the Commonwealth?
I don't think anyone really intended that as a course of action.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it.
We hit them hard, before they have time to react to our new position.
Good. Then we're all in agreement. As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal.
I've seen enough to know that weapons are the key to winning wars. Let's focus on weapons development.
As you wish. The advanced systems folks will get to work immediately.
Ah, there you are. It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you?
The right thing to do.
I'm glad you agree. None what comes next will be easy. Just one last hurdle. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. We need to destroy them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
Initiating transfer. Please defend this position.
Taking fire!
I'm gonna make this as painful as possible.
I hope you can find some amount of peace.
I dreamed of you as an adult for so long. Here you are. And I'm so disappointed.
Goodbye, Father.